Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you with my next comic book review video. Uh, Before we get into this review, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please continue to do so and tap the notification bell so you get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Today is April the 28th, Sunday, and we are actually 6 days out from Free Comic Book Day, which is upcoming. And I actually have this advertisement right here. You can see this here, a Free Comic Book Day, which is coming up in a couple, I guess like I said, in about a couple of days. All right, and this actually will not be my first comic book review or haul of the day. I'm going to have another comic book haul later on, probably today. I have to separate them because unfortunately the camera that I'm using, the memory's all used up. So I still haven't gotten my new camera phone yet. I will be getting that soon. But I just want to do a review of this series. I very much have been enjoying. This is, again, DC Comics Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And by the way, just to mention really quick, I seen the Godzilla versus Kong, the new Empire movie. It was absolute garbage. I did not enjoy it at all. That still does not deter me from being a Godzilla fan. I love Godzilla, and I've actually loved this series. So far, I think there are a total of 6 books in this series, but I do think I have all of them. But I just wanted to show these particular 4 books that were re-releases from DC Comics, and you'll see why in a minute. This is actually written by Brian Buchella, artwork of Christian Douche, if I'm pronouncing Duce. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. And then Luis Guerrera is the colorist on this book. The story basically deals with the Legion of Doom infiltrating the Fortress of Solitude, which of course is Superman's crib or his home. They steal what's called the Orion Sled and the Mother Box, which are similar to Marvel Comics' Infinity Stones. And they also steal what's called a Dream Stone. And with that Dream Stone, they time loop the monsters or the Titans into their reality, to present day, and end up having to battle these monsters, which I thought was a pretty cool concept. When I first heard of the story, I thought it was going to be kind of some kind of silly, wonky, campy cash grab from DC Comics, but it's not that at all. It's actually, like I said, very well written. Well, I'm going to show you why they re-released these books, because they're actually connector covers, and I really love when comic books do that. I know Todd McFarlane did it with Spawn. Marvel comic books have done it. They've done connector covers for years. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy buying comic books, because there are things that you can do with the actual books that you cannot do, of course, with digital comics. I mean, you can, but not in the same way you can with with prints. And then when I say prints, I mean PRINTS, prints. So anyway, dig that. So these are the connector covers. The first one has Godzilla. Second one is Supergirl, Hawkgirl, The Flash, and Wonder Woman. The second one has Cyborg and Batman and the Green Lantern with Kong at the end there. And, of course, Superman's in the middle. And, I'm sorry, excuse that glare too, by the way. The story, again, I already explained pretty much some of the premises of the story. But in the story, Superman is proposing to marry Lois Lane. Starts off with them having a nice dinner. And then out of nowhere, Godzilla appears, and he and Kal-El go toe to toe. But unfortunately, although he is the Man of Steel, Godzilla is the king of all monsters. He's the most powerful monster around, and Superman gets zapped by Godzilla's atomic breath, which puts him in a coma type state. He's presumed dead by the Justice League, but we know he's not. I haven't read the other two books yet. I've just read the first four, and that's the first four that you see here. Again, the story's pretty good, and of course, the Legion of Doom consists of, just to mention some, Lex Luthor, what is her name? Uh, uh, what is her name? What is his name? Black Mantis, and the Toy Maker. He's actually the real troublemaker in this group, because he's the one. Between he and Lex Luthor, they're the ones who are stealing these artifacts from the Fortress of Solitude, that's causing all the trouble and wreaking all the havoc. And of course, the Justice League, they have to bring these guys to justice and return these monsters or titans back to their home or to their time period or time frame. I thought this is a pretty good concept, and again, I'm enjoying it very much. I recommend it. It's what comic books are made for. Why we have comic books, because of course they're supposed to be fun, not serious all the time. There are some very serious comic books out here. There are some comic books that are, full of also horror and suspense. But yeah, I've enjoyed this story. I think that DC is their comic books, not their movies, their live action movies, are done very as well as their animated movies are done well too. So anyway, this is just a brief review of the comic books. I just wanted of DC Comics specifically, and of this particular storyline. And again, I believe there are 6 books total in this particular story arc. I haven't read the last 2 yet, but I plan on doing that today. So I hope that you've enjoyed this brief review. Please like, share, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so that you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. All right, so happy Sunday, and I hope that you will be celebrating Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day, that is coming up in a couple of days. Also, on that same day, we'll be celebrating May the 4th be with you. I'm going to be doing another comic book haul later on today, and I'll mention that again in that particular video. So that's it. That's all for now. Thank you all for joining me. Peace, love, and hair grease.